May the 15th, 1991 was quite an ordinary day, nothing unusual. And yet that day has entered Czechoslovakia's modern history. On that day, the tradition of centennial exhibitions was resumed with the inauguration of the Universal Czechoslovak Exhibition, an event that attracted a good deal of domestic as well as foreign public attention. A century ago, the exhibition reflected the just culminating national aspirations expressed in the technical excellence and craftsmanship of the displayed products and their spatial arrangement. Just like a century ago, in 1991, a festive procession set out from Prague's memorable Žofín, a procession which this time resounded with cheerful carnival revelry more than anything else. Many guests and VIPs attended the opening ceremony at Prague's exhibition grounds, launched by Czech Premier Petr Pithart. Also present was Alexander Dubček, Jiří Dienstbier, or the United States Ambassador to Czechoslovakia, Charlotte Temple Black, and many other guests. It was next to impossible to satisfy the general public's curiosity and say whether the exhibition was a success or a failure, whether it was better or more festive than its famous forerunner. And the fragile beauty of the Bohemian crystal glass came to symbolize the equally fragile nascent democracy in Czechoslovakia. A number of imposing buildings were erected before and during the Jubilee Land Exhibition in Prague in 1891. Structures that have impressed visitors with their artistic perfection and ingenious technical designs to this day. Equally noteworthy are the machines which have survived as technological monuments and which have been functioning reliably to this very day. A case in point is the driving gear of the cableway to the Petřín Hill, which has been working faultlessly to this day. Only its cars had to be replaced by modern ones. A major attraction and a symbol was the metronome manufactured by Čkd. But Čkd products could be found here at the exhibition too. For example, the main pavilion called the Industrial Palace, erected in 1890, was built by Čkd. As much as 1,100 tons of steel tubes were used for its construction. Visitors are still captivated by the spectacular Křižík fountain, which adds to the overall atmosphere of the exhibition. The engineering pavilion, known as the Pyramid, housing the Čkd exhibition, was designed as a counterweight to the exhibition's historical buildings. After long decades, it was once again possible to commemorate the founding fathers and leading lights of the Čkd joint stock company. On display were some interesting documents and papers from the time the company was founded. The Čkd exhibition is quite modest in its design, showing just several symbolic exhibits and presenting on many panels the company's rich past and its promising present. The exhibition's popularity was attested to by the frequent visits paid by federal government ministers and other VIPs. During his visit, Mr. Havelka, Director General and Chairman of the Čkd's Board of Managers, summed up the importance of the exhibition. As a matter of coincidence, in 1991, Čkd celebrated its 120th foundation anniversary. On this occasion, Prague's National Technical Museum staged an exhibition which was inaugurated by the Czech Deputy Premier, Dr. Stráský. This exhibition, which attracted a lot of public attention, displayed numerous exhibits and accompanying panels documenting the unusual range of Čkd products and services, from individual machines to huge production complexes. Before World War II, Czechoslovakia was an advanced industrial country, and Čkd certainly takes part of the credit for this. But in the post-war period, it was quite difficult to maintain the good name of the Čkd trademark. And yet one may add that the skills of Czech workers and technicians proved their worth. Čkd grew to be a major engineering producer on a worldwide scale. During the celebrations, the National Technical Museum hosted a conference attended by Čkd's veteran workers, officials both past and present, as well as major shareholders and other guests and representatives of leading European manufacturers. The main speaker was Mr. Jan Havelka, director of the holding company. In his speech, he recollected the founders of the company, its outstanding past directors and inventors, commending the technical skills and craftsmanship of all the workers who had helped to spread the good name of Čkd over the past 120 years. Many of the people present were keen on learning about CKD's present and its future plans, especially its involvement in the European market economy. At the moment, the CKD holding company is divided into 18 daughter companies, employing more than 27,000 people. And the current production program links up to the traditions dating back to the past century. CKD manufactures shunting diesel locomotives and medium and large-sized locomotives for cargo transport. CKD's diesel engines are other traditional products which find application in various fields, notably in power generation and transport. The first electric rail cars left the CKD's gates more than a century ago. At present, they transport passengers in several dozens of capital cities all over the world. Owing to their cost-effectiveness and ecological aspects, electric tramcars represent a prospective means of public transport. CKD's production program also covers equipment for electric drive vehicles. In terms of the bulk of its production, CKD figures among the leading manufacturers of electric and diesel-electric locomotives and urban transport vehicles in the world. This compressor, manufactured by CKD more than 90 years ago, is still functional today. Nowadays, the company manufactures cooling and refrigerating equipment, bulk compressors and turbo compressors. CKD also designs and produces compressor stations for various technological applications. Electric equipment accounts for an important slice of CKD's production program. In addition to electromotors and generators, the company produces heavy current electric equipment, including damping coils, power converters, transformers, and other devices for various applications in the power generating industry. CKD's stable and mobile cranes, just as various material handling devices, provide invaluable help in many industrial branches. CKD's know-how and expertise in designing transport projects came to good use during the construction of the Prague Metro Underground Railway. CKD was the main technological supplier for the whole venture. Both CKD manufactured machinery as well as products by other Czechoslovak engineering factories were used in the project. The transit natural gas pipeline is of exceptional importance for many Central and West European countries. CKD was involved in this project too, supplying technological equipment for compressor stations. A new kind of electric drive and special turbo compressors were used there. CKD supplies came complete with its own managing system. The traditional highlight of CKD's commercial activities is the International Engineering Fair in Brno. Every year, all of CKD's manufacturing and commercial divisions exhibit their products and services in Brno. Its experts offer for sale not only individual machines, but also designing services and consultancy tailor-made for individual customers. As indicated by the great interest in the CKD exhibitions at the Brno Engineering Fair, not only on the part of the specialists but also general public, CKD figures among the leading exhibitors who take much of the credit for spreading the good name of Czechoslovakia's engineering. The high quality and reliability of CKD products, coupled with the company's fine traditions, argue well for its future involvement in the market economy system on a European and worldwide scale. At this trade fair, the CKD holding company offers its products and equipment in a total of 10 production spheres, guaranteeing first-rate quality of its supplies, which are in turn safeguarded by its skilled and well-trained personnel. Autumn 1991 arrived. The relentless pendulum is measuring time. The gates of the Universal Czechoslovak exhibition will soon close, but the fond memory of the impressive Křižík fountain will linger on as a promise for the future.